In this video, I want to show you very quickly how to enter your project data for the stock data set that you guys are working with. I'm going to assume two things when I start this video. First is you have identified the stocks that you need to enter for your project. So you've gone to the website, you've done your random samples, you've collected your data, you've kind of put a check mark or you highlighted, however you've identified, here are the stocks that we want to enter into the software, and these are the stocks that we're going to use for our projects this semester. That's the first assumption. Second assumption is you now have access to the software, whether you're loading it and running it on your PC or you're using the online version, but you have access now to the software. So I'm going to show you in this video how to enter your stock prices. There are 4 variables that you need to tell Statistix to expect. So we're going to start by inserting some variables into the software. And I'm just going to type out what those variable names are. There's the name of the stock, there's the closing price, there's the 52-week high, doesn't matter if I capitalize or not, and 52-week low, and the exchange that the stock is traded on. And so those are the 5 variables. Now Statistix is expecting you to enter numbers when you tell it the variables. Unless you tell it otherwise, it's expecting numbers. Well, the closing price, the high, the low, those are numbers. We're not going to use dollar signs. If we had thousands of dollars, we wouldn't use commas, just numbers. Decimals are fine. Exchange, you would think of as New York or NASDAQ exchange, New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ exchange. But I'm having you enter those as zeros and ones, so we really don't have a problem with that one either. It's the name variable, this guy, that causes us problems, because you're not going to be entering numbers here. You're going to be entering characters or letters. And so I'm going to tell Statistix to expect a variable that can receive letters or characters. And what Statistix refers to that as is a string variable. So I'm going to put an S, I'm going to open a parenthesis, put S, and I'm going to put 20 here. And that allows me, I'll put another space, that allows me to put a string of up to 20 characters in for the name of the stock. And then I'm going to type OK. And then it sets up a data set for me to use. Now you'll notice the name here is a little bit different than the other variables. All the other variables have M's for missing values. Those are the numbers that it's expecting. And so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put my first stock in. And let's say it was Red Hat and it had a price of $140.44. 52-week high is 177.23. 52-week low is 120.85. And this is one of the stocks that's traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So I'll type a 0. And then I hit enter and I'm off to the races. And depending on the semester, I change the number of stocks. Usually it's in the 60 to 70 stocks a semester that you guys have to enter. You got to go and do the rest. And when you're finished, you're going to save the data set. And you can save it as an Excel or as a Statistix file, or you can come in here and save as, and then you have some options in here. Those are old Statistix files. I guess you can't. Let's see if there's an export option here for you. They've changed it. I can export an Excel file. Typically, I just tell you to save it as a Statistix file. And then if you want to make a backup copy as an Excel file, that's fine. If you're working on the application gateway, after you save it, don't forget to download that file to your computer, because when you save it in the application gateway, you're saving it on a server and not on your computer. So anyway, main point here is that's how you enter the data. That's the data you'll use for the projects this semester. So long.